The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
It makes a difference, the age when a child dies in movies, because we always talk about how fucked up it is to see a kid die, and yes, if they're super young, obviously that's more fucked up. But
I think 12 and under. I think that's.
You think it's like 12 and under, the preteen, so no teens.
Yeah,
because we see teens all the time.
Teens are just cannon
no one
fodder
talks about
for-
that. They're still kids.
They're
not legal adults.
but usually they're trying to fuck, and then we go, well, they're adult enough.
All right,
Like,
what about kids who aren't trying to fuck? They're just trying to walk.
they're old enough to want to try to fuck. I don't know.
One of the main characters does talk about the first thing he's going to do when he wins is go and fuck his way through whatever. So
That's true. I'm just saying, like, if you see like a child holding a teddy bear and they're killed, they're holding teddy bear. Like it's home. God damn.
Fair enough. I'm just like, the slasher got its meat and potatoes off of killing underage kids.
Yeah.
Kids, not legal adults.
By overaged actors.
By overaged,
yeah. And maybe that's what it was. Like, they're like, I'm 16. You're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, but to play a 12-year-old, you got to be at least like a 13 or 14-year-old, right?
Like,
yeah.
the teenagers in most of the slashers are in their 20s. So we like, yeah, you're telling us you're a teenager, but like a kid, again, you see a kid and you're like, that's a fucking kid.
Yeah. No, fair. That's a good point. I was just wondering that on my second viewing of this film, I was like, God damn, they're killing a lot of kids. A lot of underage. Like both our sons are older than the kids that are in the teenagers in this film.
I think what it is that you get some of them and you can see they're very, very naive. And you have to be like still kind of, you haven't hit that level of adolescence yet where like you're so that naive. And this is like life or death. And they're like, I kind of want to do this or that, and they're like kind of just blowing off the intensity of what they're involved with.
Yeah. All right. Without further ado, tonight on the Jogging Block, we're going to be talking about the 2025 film, The Long Walk. I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Honor, what's up, you sleepwalking bitches?
Sleep, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
A new version of
micro
fucking,
naps.
I'm just saying, a new version of sleepwalking.
Yeah, they're legit, there's a chart about where it breaks down, like, scientifically what happens to the brain with no sleep after so many days and having to do physical exertion. And by like day 3, you can't help but take like micro naps.
Yeah.
While you're walking.
I don't understand how they're still able to talk so fluently on that day 3. Because I would be like, and you'd be like, I don't know what you're saying. Like, and my brain's going, hey, what's going on, Steven?
Yeah.
But my mouth can't communicate because I'm fucking tired as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I could have actually misspoke. I'm trying to remember because they do have that one conversation at the beginning of the walk where they're like, if you're a day over 16, I'll whatever the fuck. So I'm pretty sure all of them were under 18 still.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I feel like, but I feel like you had to be like 17.
Yeah,
I think.
Is that something where, because like obviously military is very present in this, that like, well, we don't want to waste anybody that potentially, if they're under 18, they can't go to the military. So
but they all could turn 18 and go into the military. That doesn't make any sense.
But why blow that 18-year-old that could potentially be in the military? I don't know.
I don't know. I would just think any young male will eventually be 18 and can be your little puppet.
There's several movies where, the youth is out of control, that they control
did the youth gone wild? Is youth gone wild?
Yeah, like Skid Row warned us about years ago.
God damn.
Yeah. But I would say, I'll reference Battle Royale. The whole thing with that
Battle Royale.
These kids are out of control, so let's, have them murder the fuck out of each other.
Yeah. God, that's such a good movie.
I know.
Fuck. There's no point in doing a Chopping Block for that, because that
is ironic that Battle Royale came out and then years later it was Hunger Games.
Yeah,
the director of Long Walk directed fucking Hunger Games. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, Francis Lawrence directed, and I remember bringing this up years ago. I think it was the very first Stephen King episode that the GUI Network did when it was still just GUI. There were no offshoot podcasts. We did a Stephen King episode. I want to say it was either around a movie release in 2017, or it was his birthday month in 2017 in September. I can't remember which one, but I brought up, because I think we had a segment of what we want to see adapted, and I brought up The Long Walk. And at the time, 2017, like the last Hunger Game movie had just come out, and there was very good points brought up about how there's probably post-apocalyptic teen fatigue. Because, we had like also Maze Runner in that time period.
Dude, there was so much.
And then they had the
time.
failed Divergent bullshit. You remember that shit? It was so fucking bad.
Or was that Insurgent or Bubblergent or whatever? Suburbulgent.
I don't know.
Detergent. I'm just saying, goddamn,
dude. It was, and that made total sense because if this film had come out then, it would have been just bogged down and I feel like washed away.
Yeah,
and it got lost in the sauce, right?
And also, like, I think you would have had a different version of this. They would have tried to made it more of an action style movie.
It wouldn't have made it a horror drama suspense. That's what it is. This is horror, but it's a horror drama.
I mean, you have the scene that
suspense.
The most like casualties happen, and it's at night, and you barely see you
just hear it. You just see bodies rolling. If this came out
around the Hunger Games, they would have made that a big fucking
epic
scene.
You're right. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, so before we dig too far into the film, we got a little backstory. Obviously, it's written by Stephen King, but as Richard Bachman. And there have been multiple attempts to adapt this novel since 1988.
Damn.
So Romero was approached in 88 because him and King's rapport with Creepshow, so on. So it's 4 years after that.
I just thought, and he went, "No, I'll do the monkey one." I mean,
yeah, he did.
That's pretty much what he switched to.
And really, all I got from that was that it never happened.
Yeah.
I couldn't really find in-depth detail of why they didn't happen. So it just sat until 2007. Now this would have been, I think, good. Frank Darabont secured the rights in 2007.
Seems like that would be a Darabont movie.
Yeah, right?
With all the characters and the relationships that develop.
Yeah. So I feel like he would have done an amazing job as well because we already had Shawshank and Green Mile, and this was what 2 years before The Mist. The Mist was 2009.
Right before The Mist.
Yeah. So it's like, we already got like enough of what he can do with King properties.
Yeah.
In 2018, New Line Cinema got the rights because Darabont's had lapsed.
Yeah.
So the New Line Cinema gets it in 2018. James Vanderbilt was set to write and produce. So, he did Zodiac,
right.
Scream 6, Ready or Not. He's produced all those. So that could have been decent. I feel like it would have had like a Radio Silence feel at that point, right? And then you got 2019, New Line announced because that Andre Overdahl would have been the one to direct. So there we get Scary Stories, we get The Last Voyage of Demeter, and we get Autopsy of Jane Doe. All three good horror movies in their realm, right? Scary Stories being the PG-13 version of it. But
I've never seen Dementor, so
I'll believe you. No, Demeter,
yeah, but I'm just saying I've never seen
Dementor
that. So.
is like a song in a band name.
I'm just saying one of those I haven't seen, but
you should watch it.
Yeah,
you should watch it. And then finally in 2023, Lionsgate acquired it, which didn't make me feel warm and fuzzy because we all know what happened in the horror world with Lionsgate in the early 2000s, late 90s. It just started putting out doo-doo.
Yeah.
I mean, you brought that up, I feel like a couple years ago. Like, yeah, Lionsgate, you're like, oh, shit, yeah. And then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Lionsgate got it, but then they got Francis Lawrence to direct, and we all know what he's done. So,
which Lionsgate, I'm pretty sure, released Hunger Games, too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but again, different type of movie.
Right.
Like, as much as he is doing a version of Hunger Games, Mockingjay and all, because he didn't do the first one. Francis Lawrence didn't do the first one. He still made it not feel like a Hunger Games movie.
Yeah.
And
which I think everybody was kind of worried about.
Yeah. Yeah. I really was. I'm like, this is not a Hunger Games film. I will say, one of the things that is constant, that is different from the book, especially towards the end, and we'll get more into that as we go along, he adds a level of hope that is reminiscent to like the Hunger Games, all the Hunger Games movies. Like, they're all very like, they ride on that coattails of hope to get through. The book, no. King's like, nope, fuck you. Cry your heart out at the end. So it's like, that is definitely, I feel like, I don't know if that was something from the screenwriter, because I forget who adapted it and wrote the screenplay, but that definitely fits his vein of how his movies flow. So, I mean, this movie was pretty fucking faithful.
Yeah. To
the book. I'll say that. It was pretty fucking faithful. There's some differences. Like, when you start at the beginning of the walk, there was only 50, which was a smart cinematic choice because they got rid of like 15 of them in the one night and going up the hill.
Yeah, I was going to say. Like,
but in the book, it's 100.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So is there more casualties in the hill or just more casualties?
Just more casualties. Okay. Like, the biggest thing that they had to do to cut it down for cinematic reasons by cutting the number down is, because, like, there is a lot more snippets of this, hearing people getting killed and fucked up things that happen to the kid, the reason why they get killed, that kind of stuff, right?
And I feel like there had to be some sabotage, some kids tripping other kids in the book.
Yeah, there's some of that. And
you got 100 kids, so you can we'll take like 20 of them, and they instigate shit, and then we just take them out.
Yeah. But as far as like our specifically our main character Garrity, he's pretty much spot on the whole time. They change up McVries a little bit, McVries, excuse me, a little bit.
Which ones? All right, I'm trying to remember which one's which of the two main ones.
White dude's Garrity.
All right.
Black dude's McVries.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Holy shit. The performance by both of them.
Yeah.
But the dude that was in fucking just last year, Romulus.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
dude. I what I see, and you listeners, you can call me fucking crazy, but if you have not seen this film, once you see this, because I'm not going to say don't listen if you don't want to, just you know how we do with the spoilers. He has a future as the new Morgan Freeman, the way he narrates shit, dude. I'm dead ass serious.
I had somebody pretty close to that. He commanded the screen like goddamn Denzel Washington.
Ooh,
yeah.
See,
only because you every word he's saying, like you like trust, like you're following his, like he's in charge without saying I'm in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's following. That's like a very much a Denzel Washington thing in a lot of movies, where somehow he's the leader without actually saying, "Hey, bitches, I'm the leader."
But see, where I get Morgan Freeman from is the candor and the tone in his voice.
And
it's very soft, so it's like a mix of Morgan Washington.
Yeah, Morgan Washington. That's
Denzel
right.
Freeman. That sounds better. Denzel Freeman sounds better. But yeah, he fucking killed it. Well, I mean, and the kid who played Garrity did a phenomenal job again from going from the book. Like
you know who that is, right?
He looked familiar.
That's Seymour Hoffman's kid.
No shit.
Yep.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He was in he was in a couple different movies before this, but it was all indie stuff. So
okay, I feel like I must have seen one of them because the kid looked
Pizza.
familiar. I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that. Yep. Okay, that's where it's from.
Yeah, that's
I could not. I've seen it twice, and both times I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, that was it. Nice. Fuck yeah. Dude, well, he's got his dad's chops because he kills it in this film.
Yeah.
Like dead ass.
That's what I say. When you were talking about Darabont, I could totally see it because there's so much like dialogue and
we know he can write fucking. I mean, dude, just Shawshank and the Green Mile. The dialogue in those movies is phenomenal. Yeah. This is so good.
Almost could have gotten away with narration in this, and it would have made sense.
Yeah, it would have made sense, but I love the camaraderie.
Yeah.
It makes everything so much harder because it's just like when you're a group's put in any environment. I don't care if it's at work. You're eventually going to josh with your fucking coworkers, shoot the shit. You're going to have a version of a bond with a consistent group that you're with, especially when you're going through some serious shit. That's what happens with soldiers in the military, right? So like as much as they like know that they are trying to outlast the person they're talking to, they still treat the conversations as important. And okay, we all signed up for this. We know only one of us is going to win, so all of us could be dead, but we're still going to treat it like we're all going to make it, basically.
It's always weird because you have all these characters talking about their aspirations and what they're going to do if they win the money and all that. And like only one of these motherfuckers made.
Yeah.
And so it kind of comes across like if you ever seen the movie Valkyrie, where they thought they assassinated Hitler and they're all high-fiving.
Tom Cruise.
But we all know history, which is no, Hitler didn't go out that way. So all these motherfuckers high-fiving, you're all dead. You're all dead.
You're all done
and
dead.
So all these characters talking about like I plan on writing a book about my experiences, and you're like,
oh, that poor kid.
You're like, dude, you're not gonna fucking make it. He's like, my plan is to find a wife and move here, and oh man,
no, but the kid writing the book,
yeah, he
went out bad. No, he went out bad, dude.
Yeah.
You saw that shit happen on the hill run because like they literally panned to him, and you see his ankle snap, and you're like, fuck, buddy. Fuck.
And he's trying to walk
He's walking on a broken nub.
Oh,
dude,
God.
How'd that do for you? How'd that do for you?
I was waiting for you to bring that shit up.
You brought up the book. And that was the kid.
I know.
You did to yourself. You did to yourself. But yeah, like just they give it that to you in the trailer. But dude, like when you realize how long he had done that prior to when he actually laid down.
I mean, look, just the our main dude with no shoes. Like after fucking like a half a mile, your feet are blistered like a motherfucker.
Did you not see the blood on his socks when he took them off? I'm pretty sure it was already hamburger.
But I'm just saying, once you get past that first like blisters, then you're just popping the blisters, new blisters, popping those blisters. Like there's blisters on.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. So they never mentioned in the book. They definitely didn't mention the show. How did they train for this? Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like they've had like you think you would have done something like at least try to like do a 2-day walk and take a long rest to recover. You know what I mean? Like build up some sort of time. You know?
well, who knows how how long they were shooting and stuff like that. Or look, I guess my thing would be
no, I'm talking about the characters.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
feel like they would have trained before the walk. Well, I don't give a fuck if the actors trained for it.
Well, right, but also just doing those they
did all those scenes walking. Yeah, they had to walk.
That's what I'm saying. That's a little more difficult. But every part of that movie is
but the characters don't mention training, and they know they're getting ready to go on a 300-mile at a minimum because it's until the last person drops, walk. You think they would have done some form of training.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're just going to go out cold,
But you also don't know till, I don't. What's the gap from when they announce
if you know you're volunteering, start fucking training.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Don't wait till you have the fucking letter back. Fuck that. I don't know. I just feel it was kind of weird that none of that. I feel like they did dive into that a little bit in the book. They might have cut it for cinematic
I feel like
purposes.
you had, what's his name, Blondie or whatever.
Stebbins.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rabbit.
He seemed to be well trained and ready to go compared to,
So, honestly, when they saw him and said that, that dude's built like this and low body fat, he's going to last well, you guys only get 3 tubes of fucking food. You're kind of wrong. The guy with more fat has more fat to burn as fuel, so you're better off.
I'm surprised the kid with the glasses, the Asian kid, he lasted as long as he fucking did.
I swear that's the kid from the new Karate Kid movie, isn't it?
It seemed like it, but I'm not sure.
I swear that's him.
But man, he's walking, and I'm like, he looks like he's dead.
Dude.
He looks like he's dead, and he's walking.
His gait from the start looked like it was uncomfortable to walk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's got some fucked up hips or something.
And that was the other thing is the time period, and nobody's wearing shoes that you want to walk more than like half a mile, and and they're walking
Well, at least our two characters, and I know a couple other people had boots. Like, that's probably the best thing to walk with is a boot.
But some of them had the fucking cheap ass chucks, and I'm like, dude, no.
That's why he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
See, if you're walking a lot,
that's a bad advertisement. Converse, watch your ankles.
Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't have more sprained ankles in basketball.
God
Converse. No, but that's the thing. If you know you're going to be walking that long, to avoid that, at least even a sprain, you'd want something that laces around your ankle. And after you train, you build up getting used to having that. And now you've got extra ankle support.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just...
I also would wear fucking 10 socks. I can tell you that much.
Oh, the sweat, though.
I don't give a fuck.
You get trench foot with your own sweat, dude.
Who cares?
Trench foot means your foot's going to fucking rot off.
Right. With my $1 million.
You're assuming that you would make it before you got trench foot.
I would be dying anyway. Okay? You know what? Either I win with one less foot, or B, I'm fucking dead. There's only 2 ways this is going to happen, dude.
Yeah.
I'll take the risk.
Fair enough. So yeah, as they go along in the movie, they have the pace they're supposed to keep is 3 miles per hour, but I think they've got like a half a mile more up or down. I think because remember they slow down for Homeboy. They said they were walking at 3.4. They said let's back it off 3.1, and they're like, oh, it feels better. So I think they had. Maybe they couldn't go higher than 3.4, and they never really referenced how low they could go.
Did they ever say they could go? I figured you could go as high as you want, but.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You have to minimum is 3 miles. Yeah.
Dumbass goes faster than that, and you're gonna fucking
burn yourself out.
Yeah, and then you just shot the ground.
That's the other difference. It was 4 miles per hour in the book.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
King even said when he read the adaptation that no, 3 is we definitely need to keep it at 3 because 4 almost felt impossible. And looking back on the book, because he wrote the Long Walk in the 70s. He was like damn near a teenager when he wrote this book.
Yeah,
that's how early this book is. So he can look back on that now and be like, yeah, I was a little aggressive, young. He was like 17 or 18. So 4 miles per hour, fuck that. That's insane.
What's funny is the movie starts and you're like, it's just a casual walk, and you're like, well, this doesn't seem that bad. Like 3 miles an hour is not that bad, but that's the first day or first time.
Yeah.
Once you get to that second day and you start adding, you're like, okay, I can see where that could be a little challenging. And then the farther along it goes, different circumstances happen. Again, dude, just taking a shit.
Well, dude, that got 2 people.
Yeah.
Well, no, it got 1 person, almost got the other guy.
That's the worst way to go.
Oh, dude, he had the diarrhea. That shit was flinging out. That was terrible.
But that's the worst way. That's the way you don't want a guy.
Yeah. Remember he says, let it run down your legs.
Seriously. I'm just saying, you know how I don't want to get shot, and this is televised, or at some parts or people were paid. You don't want to get shot in the head while you're taking a deuce, or you're dropping a deuce. All right, God damn,
that's fucking rough.
Sucks.
That's fucking rough. Well, you thought what's his face was going to get shot for getting the stone out of his shoe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He took 3 fucking hits right out the gate. Right.
I guess you piss walking and hope. I guess what one dude did where he just turned around, just piss backwards.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. Early on, Stebbins took a hit, and he did that to figure out how slow he could go.
Yeah.
Remember, he looks at his pace and then slows back, and then first strike, boom. So he knew if I stay 0.1 above that, if I need a break, I'm good.
And I like those rules where it wasn't just like, oh, you slow down, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
You get your warning, you get your second warning. That third warning, you're fucking dead.
Well, no, you get 3 warnings, and then next is a shot. Remember?
Yeah,
Because that
but
kid got 3.
most of the time, when you get to that third,
yeah.
they're telling you the third as they're like cocking the gun.
Dude, yeah, you're just
like 3, dead.
But like, and they give you all the provisions. Hey, canteen number 43, boom. So you're constantly getting water. It's not like you're going out there and you get nothing. You get 3 tubes of food.
Yeah.
God.
What was in that?
I don't know. Apparently one of them was Spam. Because remember the one kid he's allergic to it, couldn't eat it. So I don't. Yeah, the first night they got rid of a lot of the bodies. That was a brutal fucking tense scene. Because I mean, the dude, our main character Garrity's literally like got a gun at his head with one character screaming at him, "You ain't gonna fucking make it, Garrity!" Like, dude, I could see multiple people failing at that. But rewatching it, once they got on the crest and he got some water replacement, the guy had to sling his gun and hand him the water. He was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, don't act like you just have a gun in my face." Man, he said some like fucked up shit to him, man. Like, that was awesome. I was like, fuck yeah. I love how they're talking shit to the general the whole time. Like, fuck the long walk, fuck the general, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
And Mark Hamill was awesome. He's like, you guys are showing some sack.
Mark Hamill was having fun. This
he loved that shit, dude. He had to, his career? Oh,
yeah,
fuck
but I'm saying we're at the point now where he's picking and choosing and just doing the roles. Because again, last year.
Yeah, they approached him.
I guess 2 years ago in the Poe House of Usher.
Oh, he was great.
He was great in that. And like this, the same different character, but you just tell he's fucking having fun with it.
He was great in Life of Chuck too.
Yeah,
he's in that. He was really great in that. So yeah, no, he totally just chewed the fucking scene in this whole movie. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I loved it. So good, so good.
I mean, that's his own fucking kid, dude.
He said he has tons of bastards. The kid even said it. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, I know. But it's also like, hey, Dad.
Yeah. Well, he didn't say anything. Hamill noticed him. He was like, good luck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What's going on there? So some really big positives with the film is the dialogue. They keep some of King's, I call them Kingisms, where he uses like whatever random ass crazy saying he learned in Maine as a kid.
Yeah,
he throws it in the movie, and I'm like, I love that he does that and puts it in the stories. So fucking great. Like there's one, I can't remember right offhand, but there's one that comes out jump when the fucking general shows up, or the major. When the major shows up, and one of the kids says something like, "Oh, that is directly from King's book. That is. There's no way a screenplay writer wrote that. They took that from the book, and I love that. And so the dialogue throughout the whole film is phenomenal. Whether it be the shitty kids, like the kid who got the one Southern dude who talked about his mamaw getting high. You remember that? His meemaw getting high.
Yeah.
Meemaw smoking a bowl first thing in the morning. I'm like, what? Killed that one. Got that one kid killed.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he ate shit bad, too. You see his face?
Oh, man.
God damn.
It's all gravel.
Because, like, folks, he was trying to swing him, and he had put his whole body weight. The kid didn't know how to throw a punch, but what the dude was saying to him was fucked up about his mom.
And I like that you had that wild card kid in there. Yeah. Blonde hair.
That's what I'm talking about, the redneck
What I was saying.
Yeah. That's the guy who talked about me.
Having him in there added this element of what could this kid do at any time? Because he obviously is just fucked in the head. You can tell there's not everything there. And at any point, just turn against everybody. And I mean, literally, somebody like that, you could just have him trip up a shitload of people, just take out.
I thought there was going to be a scene with Garrity, but then I'm like, oh, don't change Garrity like that.
Yeah.
That no. That kid just loses his shit. And I can't remember if that's what happens to that particular character in the book. Stebbins is pretty much the same in the book, from what I can remember. I'm in the middle of rereading it. I didn't get a chance to finish rereading it before the movie.
So from the book, because obviously I never read the short story.
It's not a short story. It's a novel. It's like 400 pages.
Okay.
Well,
comparing
350.
the book to the movie, are the endings pretty much matched up? Or
no.
They completely changed?
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm talking about.
I'm just curious.
I'm talking like the dead ass and like the last chunk of the ending is what changed. Because the ending when it happens, it's pretty quick. It's like
so. Say us non-book readers that haven't read that. What's the big difference?
So the big difference in the ending is Garrity doesn't have a plan in the book.
Okay.
There's no secret motive. So folks, in the movie, Garrity's father was like had illegal memorabilia, right? Or what is there's another word for it. Begins paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia.
Had a paraphernalia that is deemed illegal, and it's basically just old American music, old, basically what would happen if somebody takes us over and wants to erase everything from our past and make everything that happened before us illegal. That's what happened in this world.
Yeah.
So, it's just basic stuff, right? And word got out, and apparently he runs his mouth, because the first thing Judy Greer says when they pull him out is like, he says things he doesn't mean. But anyway, the major gives him a choice. Renounce all that bullshit, pledge your loyalty to the state, the government, and, or die. Or be was it terminated, or was it, he used a really fucked up word, deactivated.
Deactivated,
What the fuck? It's a human. You don't deactivate humans.
He doesn't look at him like that.
God damn.
That's why he doesn't look at the kids that get killed as anything
That's
like
fair.
that.
So
they're participants. They're not kids.
Exactly. They're participants. So his father gets shot in front of him by the major. So his whole plot is, if you win the long walk, you get shit tons of money and one wish. And his wish is for one of the soldiers' carbines. And then he was going to shoot the major. And when he's talking to McVrees about this, they're like, oh, man, they're going to shoot you. He's like, I won the long walk. Like, it's never been done before.
Yeah.
Bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. So not having a motive, the end of the book, Garrity wins.
Okay.
McVrees sits down.
Really?
Garrity wins, but Garrity is so insane, he still thinks someone's in front of him. He passes the major and just keeps walking, even starts to run, and the book ends. Very not happy.
Yeah.
Very fucked up ending. The kid, he just lost his fucking mind.
Yeah.
So, we get in the movie where they played on it first, right? Because Garrity sits down, McVrees comes and gets him, and then, no. McVrees sits down, Garrity comes and gets him. Okay, that's the book. I'm watching like, okay, that's the book.
Yeah.
And then they both get up. I'm like, are they going to try the 2-winner thing? Because they talked about that in the early, one scene before about, I'm going to wish for 2 winners. Remember? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I forget who said that. And I think that's what's going to happen. And then, no, Garrity sits down. I'm like, oh, they switched. But see, as I'm watching the movie, it makes sense because McVrees is not that nice of a character as compared to what he is in the movie.
Okay.
He's the hope of the film.
Yeah.
His character is the one that is staying
completely.
hopeful
He is the Morgan Freeman.
That's what I'm saying.
Movie.
He is the heart of the story at this point, right?
Yeah.
And his dialogue, especially the last scene, talks about when he gets stabbed and he shows his scars. Oh my God,
Jesus Christ, dude!
Such an amazing scene.
Again, watching him play the fucking droid last year, Romulus, where he's just stuttering,
he just says dad jokes,
just childlike,
just dad jokes.
Yeah, childlike and dad jokes. To this performance,
fucking phenomenal.
That shows the dude's range, and I
cannot wait to see him in so much more shit.
Seriously,
I think his name's John something. I feel like an asshole. I looked up his name and I forgot.
Is he British or
he is British?
Okay,
yes. Which I'm sorry, I didn't look through his bio, but it probably means he's classically trained, which is probably why he's as good as he is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a trend. There's a trend with with classically trained actors. So anyway,
but again, he stole the movie.
Now, Garrity's sitting down, and he had already, well, he didn't sit down, he just stopped. But he was already on his, he already had 3 strikes.
Yeah, he was just waiting. Yeah.
So he just waited and he got shot. So before Garrity could do anything, before McVrees could see, it's fucking me up because I'm thinking of the book and the movie now, but before McVrees could do anything, Garrity had already had three strikes. So he just got shot. And then McVrees just finished through with his plan. And it was awesome. And he just got to walk.
That's what's crazy is he fucking shoots the major and he's like,
but
better bitches.
Apparently, you're the winner, so okay.
I guess it's continuing the book as in he just walks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess that's the continuation.
But except it's a purposeful walk. He hasn't lost his mind.
Yeah.
You're literally in the character's head when it's happening and he's like, I got to beat so-and-so. I think he thought Stebbins was in front of him.
In a way, I guess you could say he lost his mind is he takes the risk of shooting and people don't.
See, I took it as an ode to his new friend because that whole conversation there before, they're like, we're friends. And I think that was more of an ode to his friend's wish and for his father.
Right. But I'm just saying.
That's the way I took it. I don't look at it all like he went insane at all.
No. But I'm just saying he took that risk. And that's an insane thing to go, I'm not going to get shot. Well, unless he didn't care about being shot.
Yeah, he probably didn't care about being shot. His friend's dead.
Yeah.
He probably didn't care. That's the way I looked at it. But there could be there's different angles and different ways to look at it.
As the film goes on, and you could tell them see them building this relationship, and
yeah,
God damn,
you
fucking know.
That's the hardest
only
part.
One of you motherfuckers can stay alive.
Dude, you see those guys in the rain holding each other up so they can sleep. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And that made it so hard. It makes it so fucking hard. And we didn't talk about Judy Greer's performance.
Oh, yeah.
At the opening, the way she emotes Like she leans over like she's crunching into a ball when she has to let him walk away. Like
when
it's so fucking
when
good.
he's walking through the town, she's there. Fuck, dude.
And she's like, no, don't get on the door. No. She's like, go.
He's trying to apologize. She's like, your apology is gonna end up you being fucking shot in the head.
Yeah, dude.
You know what's more fucked up than you apologizing right now? Getting shot in the head in front of me. Yeah.
Oh, and they were very. I'm glad they didn't continuously give us close-ups. We got enough earlier in the movie that we didn't need to keep seeing that direct headshot.
Yeah.
Right? Like with the last main character, the black dude from Louisiana and then the Asian kid from New York, we didn't get to see their... He was like, I did it wrong!
Yeah.
Dude, that was so painful. Dude, that was so
There's
hard,
so
dude.
many times you're just like, God damn it.
Man.
Because you bond with these fucking characters.
Yeah.
And you know you're not supposed to.
Exactly.
You know you're not supposed
to. You can't help it. The writing's so good. You can't help it.
Everybody went into this movie knowing what it is. They explain the rules, you know everything, and yet you still are with these characters for 2 hours. So you can't help but like go, maybe, no, he's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love how the first couple shots, everybody kind of jumps when the gun goes off.
Mm-hmm.
You get near the end, the gunshot goes off, nobody's reacting. They're not jumping anymore.
They're not jumping. They're just like holding their ears. They're tired of hearing it.
But I'm just saying,
they're having other visceral reactions.
That initial reaction of that first one is, holy shit.
Yeah.
After a while, it's like, another gunshot.
No, I'm saying they're still having visceral reactions. They never went just another gunshot. So they're just not
but they're
jumping.
Not jumping. Yeah,
they're just not jumping, but they're still having reactions. You make it sound like, I'm numb to it. No, they're not. Like every time someone else dies, they're like holding their ears. They're just not jumping anymore.
Well, I think once you hear the countdown go too, like you're like, okay.
And then like they do something, close their eyes, or like they do something. They just don't jump, right? Because they're used to the sound of the gunshot, right? Yeah, I think that wraps it up in a nutshell. Also, a lot of it's dialogue that's really, I mean, there's enough action going on in pace, but like the dialogue is also what carries a lot of this movie. You guys got to think they're walking.
Yeah.
They're walking. And you get enough deaths because they're going through 50 kids, well, 49, and we see all of them die.
Yeah.
Remember the one kid just runs off to the store and they waited. They didn't even give him a tick because he got there so fast because he went above the speed, and then he stepped onto the concrete sidewalk and boom. Or the one dude with the radio just takes his clothes off and runs into the median, and they just, what the fuck was that? Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up for us talking about The Long Walk. But before we give you our final verdict, if you couldn't tell, please ask you to go to GIPodcast.com, check out all the other shows on the network. Also go to our links tab, and that should have there, you'll find our links to TeePublic and to Etsy. You can buy merch on both of those. TeePublic has a lot more designs, and you can get them on a lot more things than just shirts. As far as I know, Etsy's is just shirts. Also, hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about The Long Walk. Have you read the book? Have you seen the movie? What do you think? Do you like the changes? Because they stay pretty faithful, because even in what they give you with like a lot of the book being narrated, they give you a quick synopsis story because they're sharing each other's lives throughout the film. So I'm just curious how other people feel about that. All right. I'm going to own this motherfucker so hard, especially after the second viewing. Oh, my God. I almost cried twice at the same fucking scenes the second time because it's just so the movie's harsh, dude.
It is.
But it's still hopeful. I don't know how they balanced it being so fucking rough and then being so hopeful at the same time.
It's a teenage Shawshank. It's the best way I can put it, where the situation sucks for everybody, but you kind of go past that and bond with these characters. Even though, again, Shawshank, they're all in fucking prison. Motherfuckers are getting killed. Shit's going on.
Fucked up warden, all that shit.
You're still find this glimmer of hope and this glimmer of like, and this same deal. You know all these kids are going to fucking die, but you still want to know about all these characters and see them bond.
Yeah. 100%. You don't want that to end. So it's giving you that hope. And then, die. Die.
It's by far probably the most non-horror Stephen King movie with the most casualties.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a Stephen King movie, but it's not a horror movie, but you have 50 people get killed.
Yeah, 49 kids and then the major.
Yeah.
And the dad, so 51.
Yeah.
And the dad. Yeah.
So that's a high
body count.
High body count for not a horror movie by Stephen King.
I actually might want to catch it a third time before it goes out of theaters. I'm not going to lie. I fucking love this movie. I would own
this, and again, just what I already said, and the fucking performances are goddamn outstanding.
Everybody. We focus on the two main characters because that's who gets the most screen time. But everybody does an amazing job in this movie.
Yeah, you only get emotional because you buy in.
Exactly.
Ugh.
They sell the shit out of it.
Yeah.
The only thing I really have is just a couple more small differences. A lot of the movie is what I just said a few minutes ago. You're in Garrity's POV, where they had to change a lot of the book.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the book, you're in Garrity's POV. Whereas in the movie, you get a lot of the Four Musketeers, the Three Musketeers, right? They had to visually make that different, right? Because you can't watch someone inside someone's head, just like they did with Gerald's game. They had to show the actual thing.
Yeah.
So what they did to keep some of that narration that's pertinent to the character, they added it in the stories that McVries and Garrity were telling back and forth. Which I thought, dude, the changes they had to make this a film, I think were phenomenal. And the ending, Raj and I talked about that. I would rather have seen this ending in a film with the way the whole tone of the film was. Could you imagine the whole tone of the film was as dark as in the book where he just keeps running because he's insane?
Yeah.
You would have lost all that awesome.
This
was the way to make the film.
Yeah.
100%. And I am so happy that we got this movie. And I feel like it's I've seen other people review it. I haven't listened to them because I don't do that until after we do ours. But I feel like this movie is not getting like the recognition it deserves at the moment. Honestly, especially when they sold the shit out of it. They literally had viewers walking on a treadmill at 3 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's better than what Smile did. Remember Smile with people showing up at events and they just smile? Like, dude, that's amazing.
It's a September release, and it's now competing with a lot of other stuff. So I feel like the people that went to go see it, word of mouth is strong on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's a slow movie time.
Yeah, goddamn.
And that's one of those you might have people just like other movies just discover after it's gone on streaming. Or
hey, I hope it takes the fuck off because, like I said, as soon as it's available for pre-order, I'm fucking buying it. I am gonna try to see it again in theaters. Oh shit! One other thing from the movie that's different than the book, and again, I'm sure they did it for cinematic runtime. Is not only was the book 4 miles per hour, it was also around 100 hours, nearly 400 miles in the book.
Yeah.
So imagine like another 100 miles pretty much on top of what they already did. So see, then it would have made sense for Garrity to be insane.
Does he lose his shoes in the book?
Yes.
And there's another...
Garrity? Yeah.
And there's another 100... God, fuck, dude. No.
Yeah. And 4 miles per hour. Don't forget, a whole another mile per hour. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm glad you really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't really talked about it because, like I said, we try to, folks, we try to like limit conversation when it comes before we record.
I remember years ago when you talked about how curious you would be when this became an actual movie. I remember you specifically talking about.
Yeah, because you're on the episode. You're on the episode. Yeah,
I remember that, and when they first announced it, I was like, "That's the fucking movie the Lowdown brought up."
Yep.
So,
and I'm so glad with what we got. I honestly could not ask for a better adaptation of The Long Walk than what we got. Obviously we could get a darker, more bloody one. They could go with the 100, make it a big gore fest. But the way they chose to do it, we got 50 fucking deaths, and we pretty much saw 80% of them.
Oh yeah, no, if this was a 2000s horror movie, it could have been
it would have been so bad.
Like 50 teenagers.
Yeah. Oh, it's Long Walk, PG-13.
Yeah. There's so many ways they could have fucked that up. So it came out at the right time with the right director, with the right cast.
100%. And sometimes you got to wait for good things to come, right? And all right, folks. And on that, till we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.